The public, it says here, is led to believe that our government borrows from the people through saving bonds. Actually, only the smallest percentage, the SP, of the national debt is held by individuals in this form. Most governments, except those owned by the government itself through its trust funds, are held by vast banking firms known as international banks. Now, for centuries, there's been big money to be made by international bankers in the financing of governments and kings. Such operators are faced, however, with certain thorny problems. We know that smaller banking operations protect themselves by taking collateral, but what kind of collateral can you get from a government or a king? What if the banker comes to collect and the king, or government, says, well, off with his head? The process through which one collects a debt from a government or a monarch is not a subject taught in business schools or our universities, and most of us, never having been in the business of financing kings or governments, have not given the problem much thought. But there is a government and king financing business, and to those who can ensure collection, it is lucrative indeed. The economics professor, Stuart Crane, noted that there are two means used to collateralize loans to governments and kings. Whenever a business firm borrows big money, its creditors or its creditor obtains a voice in management to protect his investment. Like a business, no government can borrow big money unless willing to surrender to the creditors some measure of sovereignty as collateral. Certainly, international bankers who have loaned hundreds of billions of dollars to governments around the world command considerable influence in the policies of such governments. But the ultimate advantage the creditor has over the king or president is that if the ruler gets out of line, the banker can finance his enemy or rival. Therefore, if you want to stay in the lucrative government or king financing business, it is wise to have an enemy or rival waiting in the wings to unseat every king, government, or president to whom you lend. If the king, government, or president doesn't have an enemy, then you must create one.